They are drowning in their emotions for you. You might not see it, you might not hear it, but deep inside, their heart is crying in silence. They never really got over you. They only learned to live with the emptiness. You were not just another person in their life. You were the calm in their storm, the peace they never thought they could find. When they first met you, they didn't even realize how deeply you would touch their soul. You came into their life like sunlight breaking through dark clouds, warm, soft, unexpected. You didn't try to change them. You didn't force anything. You simply loved them with honesty, with purity, and with a heart that asked for nothing in return. At first, they didn't understand what they had. Maybe they were scared. Maybe they thought love was supposed to be complicated. So they built walls, kept secrets, or distanced themselves, thinking they were protecting their heart. But now, they realize the truth. They were not protecting their heart. They were losing the only person who ever cared for it. You see, when someone experiences real love, the kind that touches the soul, not just the body, it doesn't fade easily. It doesn't get replaced by new people or distractions. It stays. It lingers. It whispers in their mind, even when they're surrounded by others. And that's exactly what's happening to them now. They go through their days wearing a mask, smiling, laughing, pretending to be fine. But the truth is, they're drowning. Every time they see something that reminds them of you, their heart aches a little. A song, a word, a place, even a color. Everything brings back a memory of your kindness, your laughter, your voice, your energy. They miss how genuine you were. In a world full of fake promises and temporary love, you stood out. You were real. You gave love that didn't expect perfection. You cared, even when they didn't deserve it. You stayed patient when they were difficult. And now that you're gone, they feel that loss like a heavy weight on their chest. They thought they could move on, but they couldn't. They thought they could replace you, but no one compares. The people they meet now may look good, may say all the right words, but none of them carry the same warmth, the same depth, the same truth that you carried in your soul. Sometimes late at night, when the world sleeps, they lie awake thinking about you. They remember the way you looked at them, not with judgment, but with love. They remember your small acts of care, the way you asked if they were okay, the way you supported them when they felt low. Those moments now feel like distant dreams, but they still hold on to them because they bring a strange comfort, even if it hurts. They replay your last conversations in their mind. They wish they had said more, done more, appreciated more. But regret is cruel. It shows up when it's too late. Now they are living with that quiet pain, wishing they could go back and hold your hand one more time, hear your voice once more, feel your presence again. Every emotion they once ignored is now flooding back. The love, the guilt, the longing. It's all mixing inside them like an ocean with no shore. They are drowning, not because they don't know how to swim, but because every wave carries your memory. Every drop reminds them of what they lost, and yet they can't tell anyone. They keep it hidden. They don't talk about you because they're afraid people won't understand. So they carry it silently, pretending everything is fine. But inside, they're breaking, not because of what happened, but because they now realize how true your love was. You were genuine. You were honest. You were rare. And that's what hurts them the most. They know they'll never find another you. They may meet many people, but none will ever love them with that same pure intention, that same quiet devotion. Sometimes they want to reach out. They open their phone, type your name, even write a message. But fear stops them. Fear that you've moved on. Fear that you've healed. Fear that your heart no longer remembers them. So they delete the message again and again and go back to pretending they don't care, when in truth, they care more than ever. They're trying to live, but life doesn't feel the same anymore. You changed something inside them, something they can't undo. You taught them what real love feels like, and now nothing else measures up. They try to fill the silence, but the echo of your absence is too loud. They see you growing, healing, finding peace, and a part of them feels happy for you, but another part feels the sting of loss. They wonder, what if I had stayed? What if I had loved them better? But time doesn't go backward, and love doesn't wait forever. You've grown too. The pain that once broke you has made you stronger. You've learned to love yourself the way you once loved them. You've realized that not everyone who touches your heart is meant to stay. Some are meant to awaken you, to teach you, to show you your worth. And now, while they drown in emotions, you rise in peace, not out of revenge, but out of understanding. You've accepted that sometimes the most powerful kind of love is the one that lets go. You don't wish them pain. You wish them clarity. You don't want them to suffer. You want them to heal. But deep inside, you also know they will never forget you. Because real love doesn't vanish. It doesn't disappear when distance comes. It leaves a mark, a memory, a soul connection that time can't erase. You are that memory for them. You are that piece of peace they can't find anywhere else. And maybe, one day, they will understand fully. Maybe, in the quiet of their heart, they'll realize that you were never just another chapter. You were the story that changed everything. But for now, they are still lost in the waves of their emotions, trying to breathe, trying to find balance, but every attempt pulls them back to thoughts of you. Because you are the calm in their chaos, the truth in their confusion, the love in their loneliness. So if you ever wonder whether they still think about you, yes, they do. Every day. Not with anger. Not with bitterness, but with longing. A quiet, aching longing for the one they let slip away. And maybe that's the lesson life is teaching them. That genuine love doesn't come twice. That when you find someone who loves with pure heart, you hold them close. You don't let ego or fear take that away. You were genuine. You were rare. You were love in its truest form. And that's why even after all this time, they are still drowning in emotions they can't escape. Because once someone has felt the kind of love you gave, everything else feels empty. They may not say it, they may not show it, but deep inside, their heart belongs to you. And no matter how far they go, how many people they meet, or how much they pretend, they will always carry your name quietly inside their soul. Because you weren't just a chapter in their life. You were the entire story that they'll never be able to finish.